What's up? What's up with it? It's your boy Antoine. Welcome to today's live stream. Like I said, we'll be going live every single day, Monday through Friday, for the next 365 days. Today, we're going to be talking about how to do wholesale deals properly, right? And I want to answer some questions, guys. I know you're on the ninth day of the month. I'm pretty sure you've been talking to sellers. I'm pretty sure that you've been, negotiating, having interactions with people, talking to buyers. And if you're struggling or have any questions, I definitely want to answer your questions today. So continue to drop the questions in the comments as I go through stuff for you guys. Also, guys, I want to work with 1 to 3 people this month to take their business to the next level. Where we set up everything for you, train your VA, set up all your processes, put you through all of our in-house training, get you from start to finish. And if that sounds like somebody like you, go ahead and reach out to us. Go to CEO929.com and book an appointment to figure out how we can help you. It is an investment. It isn't cheap and it isn't crazy expensive, but it's definitely an investment because at the end of the day, that's how we're able to help you. And if you're not willing to make that investment, just don't make the appointment until you're ready. There's no harm, no foul to nobody. But like I said, if you guys don't have any questions, continue to drop your questions. I hope you had an amazing weekend. Here's some hacks that you should be doing on the weekend. The weekends is time that you can, while you're taking your family out or going somewhere, just drive through a zip code or neighborhood for a few minutes just to get a feel for it. Go driving for dollars, right? Go to some neighborhoods that you know that's hot and that people want to buy properties there and see if you can find some deals. Go see if you can find some yard sales or some estate sales and just introduce yourself to people. On the weekends is the time that you recuperate, you set up the week. Sundays, you start building the list that you're going to be marketing to. So if you have virtual assistants, that's the day you should have your spreadsheet out. You should be saying, hey, Mondays we're going to be hitting the pre-foreclosure list. Tuesdays we're going to be hitting the tax delinquent list. Wednesday, we're going to be hitting high equity. Thursdays, we're going to be hitting tired landlords. Fridays, we're just going to be hitting, so on and so forth. So I definitely recommend you have an idea of the type of leads that you're marketing to. Remember, if you want to get to 3 to 5 deals a month, you have to generate at least 3 leads a day, warm and hot, meaning people willing to sell in 60 days or less. So make sure that you're setting realistic goals and expectations with yourself that you can be generating quality leads. Now, how could you generate 3 leads a day? You can have 1 or 2 cold callers calling really quality lists that's been skip traced. You can do Facebook ads. You can post on different Facebook groups like buy and sell groups. So there's a ton of ways where you can generate the leads. But the biggest strategy to generating leads is staying consistent and following up. And that's what a lot of you guys lack. You don't lack you don't have the discipline that you need to hold yourself accountable to make sure that you're staying consistent. And that's where a coach or accountability coach comes in. We just launched an accountability mastermind group where we meet every Friday. We go through your deals. We go through all the different things. We talk. We bring in guest speakers. $97 a month. Why? Because we want to make sure that everyone has a fair, equal opportunity to get a shot at this business. So if you can't afford the whole setup program or you can't afford to hire a high-level coach, guess what? If you got $97 a month, type in I'm in, and I'll send you the link to that to make sure that you get that so that you don't have an excuse that, I can't do this business because I don't have no one that's willing to help me. I can't do this business because I don't have no one who's willing to teach me. I'm even excited for myself because for me, when we launch new campaigns or we're going to new markets or we're just doing something different, it brings out that excitement. So today, I have to, take care of my business too. So we're launching a lot of campaigns that's dealing with vacant land. This is the time where, as we see contraction and pullback, people want to sell things that they don't really necessarily need right now. So, a lot of landowners, the first thing they're going to do is say, hey, I don't want to pay these land taxes. Let me sell this stuff. They get the burden off me. So for me, I'm excited about that. So Paul asks, yes, we have payment plans. And Robin, I'm investing in PA. I'm actually looking for people that want to invest in Pennsylvania. I have very good experience in Pennsylvania. I've done over, several dozen deals inside of Pennsylvania, a combination of wholesale and fix and flips. So I got a lot of experience with Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania and Florida is the two places that I will be redoing my fix and flip business. I did put it on pause when COVID hit, just because the lack of quality contractors and the logistics side of things. So I'm kind of ready now. So I'm definitely looking to work with people that's very serious, and not just curious but serious. If you need to talk to your wife, your spouse, your brother, your sister, your cousin, your uncle, your great nephew, whoever you need to make the decision, bring them on the call when you book a call with us, so we can move fast as possible. Remember, the speed of execution will drive results. The longer you wait on something or think about something, the slower the results will be. Yes, we do payment plans. We always work with our clients. And obviously, it needs to be something realistic that's both fair for the company as well as the client. So reach out to us. Go to CEO929.com. Book a call with us today. If you're dead serious and you're ready to get started today, we'll squeeze you in today, even though we booked out already for today. Paul asks, do you recommend paying bad debt before investing in marketing? I recommend paying off marketing, and then the bad debt, as you make your money back from your business, pay that bad debt off, right? Because at the end of the day, when you pay off that bad debt, what else you're getting besides raising your credit score? So like I taught, if you wasn't on our training on Thursday night, you missed a lot, because I showed you guys how to go out and get between $17,000 to $30,000 in credit cards that you can use to rearrange to set up your business for success. Now, most people are going to tell you that you don't need money to be in business, but if you're not willing to roll up your sleeves and do everything manually yourself, money would definitely be an ultimate tool to help you get the VAs to do all the necessary cold calling for you, as well as the text message marketing, the qualification of leads, the organization of pulling lists, and all the stuff that you might not have the time to do yourself, or you don't want to do yourself. So yes, my friend, money will definitely help you. But just be smart and be responsible and be realistic, and know that the more work that you put into the business, the more likely it's going to be successful. So let's talk about making sure that when you are going through your acquisition process, we are having acquisition training. We all have acquisition training going into this week. This is our first acquisition training of the year. I'm very excited about it because we included some more stuff that we learned over the time of 2022. And sorry. One of my important friends texted me. I don't like neglecting people. But yeah, so we are working on our trainings. We one of the best training companies, I feel like, in the country, because not only we teach you concept, we teach you realistic ways to get started as quickly as possible. But like I said, the acquisition process, let's go through that really quickly. You want to make sure that you understand and know what your place is when you're talking to a prospect or a seller. Your job is to listen to them, put together an offer that makes sense for both you and them, and then work with them and build rapport. There's been times where I had to call people back 15, 20 times. And one of the biggest things I can teach and tell you guys today on this call is that having patience. Patience is everything in business. If you like patience, you're not going to have good longevity in what you're doing. So sometimes the patience will help you overcome certain milestones that you just can't imagine, right? So if you know that you talk to a person, the conversation went well, and you're like, yo, man, why all of a sudden Mr. Jonas stopped communicating with me? Then you just got to realize and understand that we all are going through stuff. You know what I mean? And once you respect that, you just, hey, Mr. Jones, I hope I didn't offend you. I didn't say anything wrong to you. I'm just checking in just to make sure that you are okay. Text them. You know what I mean? Text them like that, or call them, or leave a voicemail. Hey, Mr. Jonas, I know we haven't connected in a few days or a few weeks. I'm just hoping and praying everything is okay when you're in. Feel free to give me a call back as soon as you get this message. So sometimes you have to put yourself in a position where you're not selfish, because people can tell, and people can tell that selfishness. Your selfishness is rubbing off on them, right? That you're thinking about yourself, that you're in a situation where it's only benefiting you, or you're only worrying about yourself. How to avoid that is showing them that you actually care and you're sincere about their situation, and you're willing to put what you got on pause just to make sure that their situation is okay and that they're good to go. That being said, you want to make sure that you don't sound salesy. So don't be begging and pleading, hey, please, can I get your business? Can I, oh my God, please, if I could just do this deal, it'll change my life. Don't be vulnerable and telling them that you lack experience or you lack money and that's what's pushing you and motivating you to help them. Show them that you're here to serve them and that no matter what, even if they decide not to do business with you or not, you hope and pray that they accomplish everything they set out to accomplish. What I mean by that is on the call, set the expectations with them and say, hey, listen, I talk to many people every week on the phone, and I understand and respect that everybody's not going to want to do business with me. So I respect that if you decide not to continue with me or continue with this phone call, I'm not offended 100% at all. What I want to do is make sure I provide you as much value and information to help you in your decision making and selling a house as possible so that you can move forward with me or later on down the road with someone else. And when you say that, you're separating yourself from the herd. You're putting yourself on a plateau that no one else is on because all of your competition is new. They lack training and they're just on the phone talking gibberish with people. They don't know what they're doing. You're the smart one that went out and got training, even if it's to us or someone else. You decided to invest in your acquisition training to learn these tactics and these rules and regulations of how to persuade a person over the phone. And when you do that, like I said, it's going to put you miles ahead of the competition because I don't know if you guys notice or not. When you're talking to a prospect, there's a chance that they're talking to multiple other people. So don't just feel all special like, oh, I call them back when I get a chance, or they're going to have to wait on me, or like, don't get into that attitude. When you're on the phone, you're there to serve them and their needs and listen and be attentive. Also, while you're on the phone, don't be scrolling on your Facebook. Don't be scrolling on TikTok. Don't be doing anything but listening to them. Making sure that you have a notepad and you're taking proper notes about what they're telling you about the property, so that way you can recite back to them exactly what's what and what you can do to help them and how you can help them. And that's what so many people get confused is, how can you help me? Or what could you do to help me? Because anybody can throw anybody a cash offer. That's the easiest part of your job, right? Giving a person a cash offer is the easiest part of your job. But giving a person a cash offer that benefits them and makes sense to them is something that must be taught to you, right? Of course, you can figure it out over time and mess up on a few deals and take you 8 months to realize that this is what you should be doing. But why would you want to go through all that, right? You can cut the corner and cut the line by making sure that at the end of the day, making sure at the end of the day you are doing what's necessary. And that's providing a quality cash offer and listening to them and saying, hey, Mr. Seller, you did tell me you want to, walk away with enough cash to move to Jacksonville, Florida, and that you just want to make sure that you can just walk away without having to stress about the property. And then that's when you come back and say, hey, well, this offer will provide you. First of all, it's definitely going to provide you a ton of cash to move to Jacksonville, Florida. We're going to handle this, this, and this, and we're going to set the closing date based on what time you want to move out your property. Now, I can get all this in writing, but I need some type of commitment so that way I can hold this in writing and move forward in the process. Are you prepared to look over the paperwork and sign today? Are you prepared to look over the paperwork and sign today? See, the biggest thing that no one's teaching you guys, if you look through YouTube land and you look at all of my other friends, they're not teaching you how to be direct with people and ask questions that isn't disrespectful, but respectful enough that they're like, oh, this person is serious. So all you got to do is say, are you prepared to sign today? If they say, no, I need to think about it. Okay, great. Well, listen, who else that you need to include in this decision making to help you make this decision? Oh, my wife. Oh, that's perfect. I know for a fact, I wish I would sell my house without talking to my wife. She would kill me. Now, you see how I'm tying back in that commonality, right? Commonality defeats anything over the phone, right? So what I mean by that is once you tie that back in, then you can say to the prospect, you know what? How about we start right here, Mr. Jonas? And we figure out what's the best time to get you and your wife back on the phone so we all can be included in this conversation and really think this through to make sure that this is the best decision for you guys. What time is she available today between 3 and 7? See, I'm still trying to get another call today because it's still fresh on their minds, right? If they're not available today, then shoot for tomorrow. If they're not available for tomorrow, shoot for the next day. But then that's when, as the longer the schedule comes out, you do these small texts to Mr. Jonas. Hey, man, I can't wait to talk to you and your wife Thursday. I'm so looking forward to it. I definitely think we got what it takes to help you guys. I can't wait to talk to you at 7:30. And you just doing small little check-ins. You know what I mean? So then when it's time to make that phone conversation, make sure whoever that person brings on that call, you make them feel just as important. Hey, Miss Jonas, if it's okay if I call you Miss Jonas, what name you want me to call you? You know what? Call me Terry or call me Sherry. Okay, Sherry, listen, me and your husband was talking about everything. Let me just get you caught up to speed really quickly. I'm not sure what he told you, what he didn't tell you, but I'm just telling you everything I talked to him about. We talked about coming up with an offer that makes sense for you guys, making sure that the offer is enough that you can put some cash in your pocket to get to Jacksonville, Florida, and make sure that you guys walk away from this property hassle-free where you don't have to worry about anything. Now, I offer which is going to basically allow you to leave anything behind. Whatever that you don't want, don't worry, we'll dispose of it. Leave anything behind, pack what you're going to take. Based on our offer, you're going to be walking away with $46,000. They say that you want to walk away with at least $40,000, but I think I could squeeze an extra $6,000 in based on what I'm seeing. And it's going to take us around 21 to 30 days to get everything closed. Now, we can sign today and agree for a different closing date, and all the terms and stuff will be inside the contract, and then I can pull the money down from my finance team and dedicate this money to this particular deal. Because as you know, you're not the only person I'm talking to buy a house from. We buy plenty of houses on a monthly basis, and I definitely want to be a man of my word to make sure that we honor this contract. You see what we did, how we frame it up to them. We're setting the expectations, we're showing them what to expect once they make the decision to commit with us and what's going to happen next. And see, some of you guys don't know what's going to happen next because you haven't been through this. And that's why I'm telling you, pull out your wallets, your pocketbooks, and hire somebody. It don't even have to be us. Just get somebody that you know that's trustworthy, that you can vibe with, that teach you this stuff. So that way you don't be learning as you go and making $1,000 mistakes. What happened if you made a mistake where it can cost you $24,000, a potential $24,000 sign fee? Let me ask you guys out there, how would you feel if you lost $24,000 that you could have made an assignment fee? Would you feel good or bad? Be honest, write in the comments. How would you feel? How would you feel? Man, I see the comments. You said I'll be livid, bro. We got your leads back yesterday, so we ready to rock and roll with you. We'll be setting up your dialer today, between today and early tomorrow. I still haven't heard back from the team regarding your VA, so once I get my hands on them, I'll be training them too. I like training the VAs. I don't know why I like training people, but that's my thing. I would have been a school teacher, but they don't pay enough. She said like shit. Yeah, see, that's the thing. So you guys got to understand everything step by step. And then when you follow these 4 pillars and then you follow everything, you having everything clicking on all cylinders, and you're working on your marketing, you're working on your dispo, you're working on, building relationships with people, you can get a deal in out your pipeline in 30 days like that seamlessly, right? And then you building up your team. Who's your team? Your VAs, your title company, right? Any other person, your paralegal who can type up contracts. You might not even use them all the time, but you may hire them to do addendums and things of that sort that make your contract stick, right? So build your team. You know what I mean? Who else? Who else should be on your team, right? Somebody like me, somebody that can provide you with the training that you need for you and yourself and your team, right? An implementation mentor. I am not a coaching mentor, even though that's something we provide. We don't push the coaching thing. We really push the implementation thing, because once you build your process and your systems, then coaching you will be even easier. So all I gotta say to you guys is that you need to figure out a way to set all of this stuff up. No more freestyling, figuring out as you go. No more beating yourself up. No more, stand up 3, 4 in the morning trying to research something where you have the information there. Listen, every time I go live on this place, I try my best to provide as much value as possible. You said terrible. Okay, she said, so after the leads come in, we follow up the leads just to see if they want to go on the contract, right? Yes, we'll be sending you out links to our acquisition class, Mama. It will be Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hopefully you're there. So basically, once the leads come in, you'll call them, introduce yourself. I give you a quick idea how the call should go. Hey, this is Antoine giving you a call. You can introduce yourself like that, or you can introduce yourself by first name. So you can say, hey, Antoine, this is Maurice giving you a call, right? So when you talk to people and you talk to people by their first name, it's going to get you a better response versus, hey, I'm looking for Antoine. I'm going to be like, who is this? This ain't Antoine, because clearly you don't know who I am. So, but if you say, hey, Antoine, how you doing today? It's a different introductory, right? It's a different energy. Then that's when they're going to say, I'm doing great. Who is this? And that's when you say, this is Maurice giving you a call. I got your information right in front of me. You talked to my partner, Alex, earlier. He said you was interested in a cash offer. I'm going to be the person who's going to call and gather a little more information to get you that cash offer. And then you can say something like, did I catch you at a bad time? Always make sure that you're asking for permission to go to the next thing in your script. Did I catch you at a bad time? Is it a good time to talk? Do you have 5 to 10 minutes where I can go through some of this stuff? I just want to warn you that you probably already answered a few of these questions already on the last call, but I just want to double check and make sure that I have everything that I need in front of me so I can get you the best cash offer possible. Fair enough. So making sure that you set the expectation and you're showing people a visualization of what's next and what's next. So they can be able to move forward in the process with you. So that's the biggest thing that we teach in the acquisition training. And, people come out there training and lock up deals like it's nothing. You know what I mean? People come out there training that's probably already doing deals, and then they're like, yo, I can make it a simpler way to do my deals over the phone. I don't have to drive across town and sit on the couch and talk to Miss Becky to convince her to sell to me. I can actually do it over the phone. So that's one of the things we're going to teach. My boy said, lost a deal like that by not having a contract filled out properly. He was ready to sign. He went home, talked to the family, went home. His family talked him out of it. Yes, always include the decision makers and always acknowledge that, hey, especially if they're married, or if you check prospering, you see it's multiple people on the D's, or, just ask them out of curiosity, I know we talking and stuff out of curiosity. Is there anybody else that you would need to run this past in order to make your final decision? Will there be anybody else that you must talk to before you're able to make this decision and move forward and sign in the paperwork? Also, remove saying the word contract out of your vocabulary. Out of your vocabulary, right? So if he was the decision maker, then you want him to commit right then and there. If you met him face to face, then you want to get a signature right there. So before you go to the appointment, always, if you're going to the appointment, try your best to agree on price before you get there, or agree on a price range, and then set the expectation. Hey, Mr. Seller, I'm going to bring some paperwork with me. It's already going to be majority of the stuff we already talked about. I'm just bringing it with me just so we can be prepared to move forward. Once we look at everything and we talk again, make sure we both on the same page. Are you willing and able to move forward right during this time? So that's what we usually do when we actually go to properties and they say I'm not sure, I don't know. Then that's when you kind of like set the appetite and say, hey, Mr. Seller, I'm gonna be honest with you. The only reason why I'm coming out here is because I'm looking to buy a house today. I'm not here to give you a evaluation of your house or just talk to you like we known each other for 10 years. My job is to buy a house and make sure you get a fair cash offer on your property. So, if you feel in your heart that this is something that you truly don't want to do, I completely understand. We can leave it at this. I can touch bases with you in a few weeks to see you at with things. But I honestly don't want to come out there if this is something that you really haven't put much thought into. So, like I said, when you're honest like that to people and you're showing people that, hey, I don't want to waste your time. I definitely don't want to waste my time without saying that, they're going to respect you. They're going to want to do business with you. So that's some of the stuff that we teach in acquisitions. Like I said, if you've been struggling to generate at least 3 to 5 deals a month, and you're not, seeking training or, some type of person to come in that can get you this type of training that we're doing today, I definitely recommend that you reach out to us to figure out how can you even get into this training this week, or how can we come in and set up everything for you for A to Z, and you'll be working with me and my team exclusively. You'll be put through the trainings. You'll be put through all of our systems. We'll set up all your processes, and we'll work with you. So, like I said, reach out to us as soon as possible, and we'll try our best to help you. Any questions, guys? You guys are a little quiet today. I know it's the weekend. I know some of you guys' teams not making the playoffs. My team ain't making the playoffs. They changed their name without my permission, and they're not making the playoffs. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that team. I just haven't even had the urgency to really. I haven't even bought their merchandise. That's how I'm not disappointed in them. I'm just not feeling that situation. So, like I said, drop your questions if you feel like, hey man, there's something I'm missing in my business. That if you haven't hired a VA, the first thing first, getting over the hump to get you somebody into your business that can really bring consistency to your business. Let's be honest. We as Americans can find ourselves getting trapped into so much things. Whether it's working. Our family stuff, taking our son to the basketball game, spending time with our wives, doing volunteer work at the church. We can get distracted with a whole lot of stuff. And I'm not even saying that stuff is not important, but at the end of the day, there's still a business to be ran. So you need to bring somebody in or get somebody to come in that can still do the things for you that you couldn't do on your own. And, once you create that path to progress, then that's when you start to see more and more potential leads coming in because there was somebody there that can call them and follow up with them and nurture them. He said, forget them players, need more deals. Goal is 60 this year. 3 down, 57. Hey, brother, that's realistic, man. That's realistic. If we're doing virtual wholesaling, what do we say to sellers who ask, where do we live in the area? Say, hey, listen, we're a company, we buy up and down whatever the areas that you're marketing. So if you're marketing on the East Coast, for me, my pitch is, hey, listen, we're a company, we work with investors, we buy up and down the Eastern Seaboard. We are based out of, wherever you want to tell them. I tell people we're based out of Maryland, but we buy up and down the East Coast. If you're from Texas, say, hey, we based out of Texas, but we buy up and down the East Coast, or we buy up and down the Florida Panhandle, or whatever that area is that you want to concentrate on and anchor. That's what you tell people in your pitch. Good job. Yeah, brother, that's impressive. 3 deals done. And you know what that means. He's building a pipeline. He has active people he's currently talking to. I'm pretty sure them deals was locked up back in December and they just fell over into January. And that's what we show you guys, how to build an active pipeline. Are you at liberty to tell us how much the entire program is? Or should I definitely recommend setting up a call, but there's 2 price points. Be straight transparent with you: 5,000 and 15,000. 5,000 will cover everything in your entire business. Set it up. I got a couple clients that's on here that pay the money, and they're still showing up every day to get more information because they understand the value in what we offer. So 5,000 will get you set up. Get your whole business set up from A to Z. 15,000 will hold your hand and make sure you do a deal. And that's how we rock and roll. So if you're ready to make a move or pull a trigger, we definitely can do that for you. Like I said, we're more of an implementation training company, not more so coaching. I mean, we do provide the coaching, but it's more so implementation and high level training. Yeah, my man out here busting moves, so I'm definitely excited for brother. I think he might do if he add the JV to his business model, he'll do 100 deals this year in his sleep. If he just put out there, yo, I can sell your deals for you, blah blah blah, and start building his cash buyers list, man, he'll do 100 deals in his sleep. Yes. Book a call is worth it. She knows. She's one of my clients. I'm very transparent. I don't put people out there. I don't really look at these people. But, when people want to say that they work with me and stuff, I tell people. But if you're serious and not curious, book a call and figure out how could we help you. If you've been doing this for the last 6 months, 12 months, 3 months, 30 days, and you haven't felt like you even moved the needle just a half an inch, book a call. What more could you lose? Maybe I give you some free game or something. That's not what the call for. The call is to figure out how can we help you. But maybe I can give you a little free game to, give you some pointers. But majority of the time, them pointers, it won't even be nearly enough because you're so overwhelmed. You don't know where to start most of the time. What else I want to talk about today? Like I said, this is still the beginning of the month. My man, he's eating off the stuff that he done in December, which means that a lot of this stuff probably started for him in October, November when it comes to marketing, cold calling, whatever he was doing, and to get these people to make the decision to sign the contract and move forward in December. So you got to understand the timeline of the pipeline and building your damn DAM, right? Building your damn of leads that can flow over to deals consistently. You know what I mean? So that's one of the biggest things I can tell you guys is when you first talk to a prospect, don't get your hopes up that they're going to make a move and a decision right then and there. It's perfectly normal to follow up with the Rashad, how many times you think on average it takes to follow up with some of the people you locked contracts up with? How many times you had to reach out to them or go past their house or whatever before they was able to, sign the contract? Because what I'm trying to show people that it's not an overnight play. This is not something that you see on Instagram or YouTube and you're going to be crushing it in 1 week from now. This is something that you set up and you start to build towards, and you start to build that pipeline of people. You get good at follow-up and you get good at creating, that consistency in your business that you okay and you accept the fact that I have to talk to these people for multiple times. It may feel like, God damn it, I'm repeating myself. I just told you this last time. But once again, it goes back to what I was teaching earlier, the patience, right? Do you have patience? The patience that you need and have will get you to the next level in your business. You know what I mean? Like I said, 6 to 8 times. Some of you guys, it may take 12 to 13 times to follow back up with these folks for them to commit and sign a contract. But like I said, it's all about generating the leads first. So you need a team. If you yourself are not willing to do 600 to 800 calls a day, then you need to stop rationalizing and figuring out a way to come up with the money to get your team. It's as simple as how this game works. You may get lucky by driving for dollars and doing one-off deals here and there, but that you're playing a dangerous game because that's not a consistent business model that you want to be a part of. You may get even now you can get lucky and just text everybody on your phone and say, hey guys, I'm looking to buy a house in the next 30 days. Anybody know anybody's willing to sell? You can text your entire phone. I guarantee you get one contract from that or one potential deal from that. So, you can get lucky in this business, you know what I mean? But can lucky supplement consistency? So the only way to stay consistent is, like he said, building rapport, building trust, establishing credibility, and showing people that you're not going to give up on them. You're going to keep calling and following up with them until they're ready to make a decision. He said, I talked to a seller for a whole year before I got the deal, ended up making $30. So that's what I'm talking about. Some of us not even willing to do something for a week straight before you say, oh, this is a scam. This don't work. Some people don't even want to do stuff for 90 days or sit back and let stuff come into fruition to take 120 days, right? I have another business outside of this. that's kind of a little bumpy road right now. I'll be honest and be transparent, but we're working to get that together. When we do get together, it's going to be an amazing thing. And some of the people in that business, and they call themselves entrepreneurs. It's not even 120 days when they crying. I'm like, I thought you was an entrepreneur. Real entrepreneurs know that stuff takes time, or stuff don't go the way things supposed to go. So even in this whole wholesale thing, I always have the expectation with everything that you're preparing not to go wrong will go wrong. So you guys got to understand patience. You got to understand perseverance. And you guys got to understand that you have to be sharp in this business in order to survive and get to the next level. So most people don't understand that. And most people struggle with that to the point that it's a scam or they give up on it. You know how many people I heard say real estate wholesaling is a scam? It don't work. And it's because they lack the accountability, or they lack the discipline to stick in there to say, yo, it's going to take me 2, 3, 4 months. And like you said, you definitely got to be obsessed with it. You got to be so obsessed to the point that you're sleeping at night talking about stuff in your dream. Hey, man, I'm going to be over there. I'm going to get off in your house. Like, if you're not obsessed with it, don't do it. If you're just doing it solely for the money or to change your life or your financial, you're not going to be successful with it. I can guarantee you that. You literally have to, fall in love with it and create a passion out of it. And that's the biggest thing I see most people coming into. Oh, I'm just doing it for the money. If you're doing anything for the money, you're not going to get the results you want. Simple as that. So that being said, if you're looking for somebody that can come in, that can help you in your business, that can take you to the next level, reach out to us, right? If you're looking for that high-level program, pay the money. Put in your credit card. Take it out your 401k. Do what's necessary. I ain't going to tell you exactly what to do, but do what makes sense for you. You know what I mean? But if money is an obstacle and you're allowing money to be an obstacle, that's perfectly okay. We just launched a $97 program $99. My team will kill me. Keep saying 97. $99 program that you can be a part of. Every Friday, 4 o'clock, we meet and we do what we need to do for you and get you the information to help you out. When do you hire and recommend a VA? As soon as you make sense of it. As soon as you can make sense. Some people are going to think about it and push it over for months and rationalize themselves why they don't need a VA. I'm going to say as soon as you make sense of it. If you're feeling hot, you're ready to rock and roll, and if you know you can't make the cold calls every day or do the text message, you're not consistent, and you got a job and you're all over the place, get you a VA. Pay them $4 hours and stop drinking out, eating out 2-3 times a week, and you'll afford the $80 a week. Simple as that. It's all about priorities. What you want more. You want to do real estate deals, or you want to be stuck where you at currently? Well, it may be a good thing or maybe a bad thing at wherever you at. But at the end of the day, I'm not here to judge you. I'm just here to help you and give you your options and show you what you can and can't do, and what it's going to take to get to that point. And some people, they may get your options, but it might not be what's best for you. So I told the one guy, hey, listen, the 5K program, I don't think that's for you. Or I even told one guy, hey, a VA ain't for you. If you're struggling to pay us the VA fee, I can imagine you struggling to pay the VA their actual salary. Don't do this to yourself. Go back to the drawing board. Go get a part-time job. Go get a gig. Go get a side hustle and finance your business that way. But don't be lazy and just, do what you can, because some people don't appreciate that. So at the end of the day, if you want to do deals properly, you need a team. Simple as that. To summarize today's video, you need a team. You can't get around it. It may be just you on that team for right now, but you need a team. You need structure. You need to know where things are supposed to be. Who's supposed to be calling this lead? How many times you talk to this lead? If this lead tells you to call you back tomorrow at 1:13 and you decide to call them back 5 days later and they go ghost on you, who is it to be mad at? You or the lead? So that's one of the biggest things I want to tell you guys is majority of people are coming into this industry not being an entrepreneur naturally. It's okay. I'm not here to beat you up for that. But you cannot come into a business and lack accountability. You need someone to tell you that, hey, bro, you're wrong. Hey, bro, you should do this. Hey, sis, you should do that. I don't think you should do that. And boom. She said, I spent $4,000 with a coaching company and I wasted time and money. I'm praying for another door to open. Yeah, and like I said, there's a difference between coaching and implementation. Coaching is coaching on things that you should know and do, right? Implementation is here's a proven concept, here's a model, here's our systems, here's our flows, here's our scripts, here's some trained VAs, here's our acquisition training, here's our disposition training, Here's the 4 pillars. This is what you should be doing. This is your schedule to like Monday through Friday. Hey, come on this call, come on that call. What are you struggling with? What's your opinion? That's implementation training, right? And like I said, it's a big difference. Some of us don't even need coaching right now. What are we getting coached on, right? Sometimes you hire a coach, and like I said, if I would recommend coaching, I don't recommend just coaching and coaching you generally. I would recommend that you go hire specific consultants on different things in your business, right? So if you need someone to do the VAs for you, go hire a person that master training VAs at a high level, and that can get you production. If you need someone that teaches sales, or you're struggling with sales, again, deals in the contract, go hire a consultant or someone that teaches acquisitions or general sales that can show you how to persuade people and get deals on the contract. If you need someone, if you're struggling with selling deals and you lack the skills, then go find a person that's crushed it in dispo that currently has a training or inner circle or something that you're going to invest in that teaches you and show you how to take your disposition to the next level. Right, so you just don't want to just hire someone and say, coach me, right? Because they don't have I have a one-on-one client, right? And we kind of coaches him, but we just advise him in the highest level possible. And what happened was, it was something that I recommended to him. I said, yo, go talk to him. His program, $100 a month. He has everything you need to get you to this point in your career. And, as a person who paid me to consult with them, that's my job. It's the point. I don't know everything. So I'm never going to hold people back from the skills or certain things that they lack just to feed my ego. I'm going to point them in direction and say, yo, go with him. And so my job is to pair people with people and match relationships to make sure they get the best and they can be able to take their business to the next level. Jacksonville, Florida in the house. But like I said, you just want to make sure that when you invest your money in something, you make sense of it. Is this solving my problem now? How would this investment look a few months from now? And what else could I be doing? Right? And then what am I contributing to my investment? What work do I need to do? Because some people just think, oh, I paid you money, you do everything. Oh, I paid you money, where's my results? Oh, I paid you money, the sky's going to, rain leprechauns with bags of money falling out the sky. No. Paying someone money is just getting their attention and then working with them to set up whatever it is that you're trying to set up. They're supposed to be good and versed enough to get you to one point to another point. So just make sure that whoever you give money to, that they can get you to that point and that they can back that up. But other than that, that's my take on it. If you're ready to get to the next level, if you feel like, I'm not getting consistent deals on the contract, I'm not getting quality leads coming to my business, I'm all over the place, I don't have a team, it's just me, I'm feel broken, lonely, weak, whatever, then book a call with us. That's all I'm telling you. I'm not telling you anything else. It's one step at a time with us, right? I'm not saying, hey, come sign up and spend all your money. No, book a call so we can hear your situation out to figure out what makes sense for you. And that's exactly what we do for our clients. But like I said, Tacoma Park, Maryland. Oh yeah, I know what Tacoma Park is. Shout out to you. But like I said, if you're ready, and we're having a training Friday again. We're having another training Friday. This Friday, we're going to be talking about lead generation. We're going to be showing you how to generate tons of deals using SMS. We're going to show you the platform that we use. And if you're interested in that, we're going to be sending invites out. So if you're not on our email list, I definitely recommend you get on our email list. So we're going to be doing it. It's at 7 p.m. So block your calendars now. Like I said, even with the trainings we do now, you still can be able to take your business to the next level. The trainings that we put out, we can be able to put that stuff in courses and stuff and sell it. But we do this stuff because we want to make sure everybody have an opportunity to get put on, right? So, if you're not coming to the training, or the thing that irritates me with people is they say, I'm struggling, I don't have the money, just give me a shot, I do anything it takes. Then we put out some free training. Oh, I'm busy, let me check my calendar. Oh, I can't make it. I'm like, that's, in business, who's serious, who's not. You know who'll be around here in 2 years from now and who won't, right? Because they know how to cover the basics, the small things by showing up to the training, showing up, doing what's necessary, asking questions, being active, being attentive, hiring VAs, not taking 5 months to make sense of hiring a VA when it only costs you $4 an hour. That's not good business sense, right? If you know for a fact that you can get somebody to come in and replicate you, and you can buy, you can buy your time back for $4 an hour, and you probably work a job making $20, $30, $40 an hour, or you can make extra money in side hustles to pay that. I'd rather go out here and work a side hustle for 2 hours a day, 2-3 days a week, and then let this person work 8 hours a day for me 5 days a week, than to be stuck doing less productive things as cold calling. Now, some people feel in their heart that cold calling, that's them running their business and doing the real estate business. I'm here to tell you, cold calling is not running your business. It's just a component into your business. It's actually a component into a component, which is marketing. So you want to be in your business enough that you're talking to quality leads and you're listening to their situation, like I said earlier on the call, and that you're getting deals on the contract. You're getting deals on the contract. That is your job, is to get deals on the contract, match with buyers, get it sold, and get it across the finish line. Any other questions? How do you get on our email list? You go to co929.com and you just hold on, let me see. Exactly. That's the model. And people, it took me like a month to figure that out in my business. Okay, the more people I talk to, the more quality leads I get, the more deals I'm getting on the contract, the more closes I'm getting. And all my other business, the more people I talk to, the more business I'm gonna do. Simple as that. Simple as that. I don't know why people complicate it, but it's as simple as that. The more leads that you can get into your pipeline, the more deals you're going to close. Simple as that. Hold on, let me find this out for you guys about the email listing. So when you go into my website, you're going to see a chat bubble that say have a question. And you just put your name, your email, and a message in there. And that's how you be activated, and it push you to our email list. So it looks something like this. Let me go back. You see this little chat budget widget thing? And then you hit it, and then open it up, and then you fill this out, and then you go from there. So that's the easiest way, honestly, to get on our email list. But like I said, everybody on here who wants to book a call should book a call if you're trying to get to the next level. Even if, like I said, you're not where you want to be financially, you can scrape up $97 a month to join the mastermind that's going to teach and show you. Now, that's coaching. That's really helping you and getting you where you need to be. So if that's something you want, just join it. But other than that, who else have any questions? I want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Yeah, so your VAs are going to be right. Like I said, we put them back through some training with me. We're going to teach them how to operate the dollars. They're going to be some piranhas for you. They're going to be some piranhas. I guarantee you that. One of our clients we did this for, he got 2 deals on the contract in a week and a half point, and they start to generate real quality leads. The leads are out there, right? People are motivated. People are struggling. We are in an economic contraction. Real estate is hot as ever. You just got to get in front of people and present your case to them how you can help them. Simple as that. So my biggest thing is helping as many people as possible, and every month helping 2 to 3 people set their business up from start to finish so that they can go focus on getting deals on the contract. That's my goal. If I can do that, I feel like I'm helping as many people. Uh, we actually train them on IQ Dial. If you got Mojo, 85% of all VAs had training on Mojo pre already because they worked with some client in the past and they know how to work with the Mojo. Mojo is like the OG dollar of dollars. So everybody has some type of experience with Mojo at one point in their career. But I'm excited. I'm excited to help people. I'm excited to show people what I know. Like I said, we're having a free training this Friday. Go to my website. And all you gotta do is just click the support chat. Say, hey, send me more information on your free training this Friday. It's going to show you how to generate leads through SMS and a couple of other sources we get do leads at. But other than that, let me make sure that I didn't miss anybody. If you want the link, who wants the link to join the $97 coaching program where we can help you take your business to the next level? This Friday, we're going to be bringing on some good people. It's going to be our first call this Friday, but we're in the process of setting up some other communications so that way you can get your questions answered in real time. So let me see if I can find that link really quick. Actually, it's in my bio. Let me go get it. While you waiting on me to find it, go ahead and continue to put your questions in the comments. Because like I said, I want to make sure that we provide as much value for you guys as possible. And if you're brand new to my YouTube channel, do me a favor and subscribe and share this to 5 people you know, like, and love that this will benefit this video. I don't want no echo. Yeah, it's not on here. CEO929.com, correct. CEO929.com. Any other questions before we get on out here? Last call for questions. How often do you text blast? Every day. Every day, brother. Monday through Friday, sometimes Saturdays, but mainly Monday through Fridays from 10 a.m. to like 6 p.m. And we drip them. We don't just send a million texts at one time. We send maybe 200, 300 texts an hour. No, thank you. Anytime you're ready to reach out to us to help you, come on. We'll take you in with open arms. If not, continue to consume as much of our free information as possible to get to you where you need to be. Come to our trainings every week. We get on our email list, participate in everything. Like I said, we have a training Friday. We come here live every day. You'll find value here, and you just work your way until you get to where you want to be. So, like I said, we'll help you as much as possible. He laughing, but I'm dead serious, bro. Like once we stumbled across the text message marketing thing, at first when we first started doing text messages in our business, it was terrible because there wasn't that many places that you can bulk text. Like you can do individual one-offs, but then the people that started doing bulk text, man, they was charging like 6 cents a text message. It was crazy when it first started. But then, as you know, once everybody get hit and then other services open up, it's just a race to the bottom, which benefits the consumer. Where you go from 6 cents down to like 2.5 to 1 cent. Same thing with the skip tracing. When I first got started skip tracing, man, we was paying 35 cents a hit. Then it went down to 25 cents. Then it went down to 18 cents. It's still 18 cents for my company because that's the best skip tracing data you can get your hands on. Some people selling it at 14 cents. Some people selling it at 12. It all depends. But it's always a race to the bottom of things. But like I said, man, I appreciate you guys. I see you tomorrow. When we send out our emails, do me a favor and reply if you have any things you want us to cover, any things you want us to help you with. And man, peace and blessings, man, and have a good, productive week. Remember, book that call. If you want to be that 2 to 3 people this month, I help set up their business from start to finish and work with and get to the next level. Book that call. We'll definitely help you out. But I got to go. Talk to you later.